A massive blow for the ANC. Struggle veteran Mavuso Msimang cuts ties with the party.
He was woken up by people claiming to be police banging on the door.
Startling revelations in the Phala Phala saga. This fusses 13.7 billion rand budget cut and what it means for our students. And we reveal who's beaten politicians and titans of industry to become Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
A Sandton man has died after being shot twice. Gunmen opened fire as he and his wife entered the driveway of their home. It's believed to be a botched robbery. The wife was able to flee. It happened outside their home in Morningside, Johannesburg.
It is reported that the victim was attacked and shot at by approximately 5 unknown suspects who were driving a silver grey Hyundai iX35. The motive of the shooting is unknown at this stage.
Leaving his political home of 60 years. The reason? The ANC is, quote, racked with endemic corruption with devastating consequences for all. Struggle veteran Mavuso Msimang has submitted a stinging 4-page resignation letter. He says the ANC is on the verge of losing power and corruption is part of its DNA.
But on a daily basis, the veterans of the ANC have led a charge on this organization and attacked the ANC and decampaign our movement.
So a bad day for the ANC, but a good day for political diversity and choice. Human rights and social activist Mark Haywood will be joining former banker Roger Jardine in establishing a new political platform. Haywood says this is an opportunity to get South Africa out of the hole it's in and to restore a vision of equality, dignity, human rights and anti-corruption. We're told he's in talks to become the presidential candidate for the opposition.
And really, this is an attempt to cut a new path, an independent path, and to resonate with people around their basic needs for hope and security and material security.
Startling claims from the alleged mastermind behind the Phala Phala break-in. Emanuela David was allegedly shot twice by people purporting to be police who wanted the money he stole from the president's farm. David, along with 2 other accused, are charged with the housebreaking and theft of about $580 cash from President Cyril Ramaphosa's game farm in February 2020.
On the second day on the witness stand, investigating officer Ludi Schnell has shed more light about how the $580 stolen from Ramaphosa's Phala Phala farm was spent. Schnell says accused number 1 in this case, Emanuela David, arrived in Limpopo from Cape Town a day before the robbery. He says on the 9th of February, David and his co-accused allegedly broke into the wrong farm first. They robbed a safari which is directly opposite the Phala Phala farm. Schnell says while nothing was stolen from the safari, all the sofas in the main area were torn open. As we have learned, the cash in the Phala Phala farm was kept hidden under a couch. Schnell says the day after the robbery, David paid a driver $30,000 in cash to drive him from Bela Bela in Limpopo to Rustenburg and then to a car dealership in Kempton Park. This is when David would start spending the money buying luxury cars using US currency. This includes a Mercedes-Benz, which is currently in the possession of his ex-girlfriend, Penelope Mongalo, in Cape Town. Schnell testified in court that David paid a down payment for a unit at a luxury estate in Cape Town where Mongalo lives. He said David also bought a house in Rustenburg for 900,000 rand, which has since been transferred to a Namibian national for an undisclosed amount. Now, during his testimony, David told the court he intends on pleading not guilty to all the charges against him. Judgment on David's bail application is expected tomorrow. Thabiso Goba, Eyewitness News, at the Bela Bela Magistrate Court in Limpopo.
And a victory for the Marshalltown fire victims. They can stay in South Africa for now. The High Court in Johannesburg has interdicted the Home Affairs Department from deporting illegal migrants who lived in the Usindiso building, saying they are essential role players and potential witnesses in the commission of inquiry into the Marshalltown fire. The 32 undocumented foreign nationals have been detained at the Lindela Repatriation Centre in Krugersdorp, pending the department's bid to have them returned to their respective countries. They were all residents of the Usindiso building, which was gutted by a raging fire that killed more than 70 people in August.
The Marshalltown Fire Victim Support Group has won another court battle, but this time it's for the 32 undocumented migrants to remain in the country. This means the foreign nationals will stay in South Africa at least until the finalization of the Commission of Inquiry looking into the Marshalltown fire. The Joburg High Court has ordered the Home Affairs Department to ensure that victims have all the necessary resources for the inquiry, including legal aid and transport. It says deporting them would threaten and undermine the purpose of the commission. Now, last week, the same court ordered the city of Joburg to improve the living conditions of more than 200 Marshalltown fire victims who are currently housed at temporary shelters made of corrugated iron. In the midst of all of this, you're probably wondering who should be held accountable for the deadly fire. Well, the commission has been given 6 months to make recommendations to the Gauteng government on who could be the possible cause of the Marshalltown blaze. Alpha Ramushwana, Eyewitness News.
The South African National Defence Force has refuted reports suggesting there are torture squads in the force leading murder sprees. Last week, Open Secrets uncovered acts of torture, kidnapping and murders that were allegedly carried out by SANDF members from 2019. 4 units in the force have been implicated in the revelation, including the Special Forces Brigade, Military Police, Defence Intelligence and Defence Legal Services.
Even with all that has been presented to the public by the said media houses, the law still was not approached and that there is no formal charges opened against any of the mentioned persons or organizations.
NSFAS is facing a 13.7 billion rand budget cut. What does this mean for those who want to study?
Another blow for funding scheme NSFAS as National Treasury cuts its funding by 10%. The scheme has been plagued by challenges this year, from introducing a direct payment system with irregularities to firing its CEO, Andile Nongoko. The South African Union of Students has described this latest development as another attack on poor people. The union has questioned how NSFAS will manage to keep funding deserving students with a 13 billion rand budget cut. This as hundreds of thousands of prospective students are currently applying for the 2024 funding season. Gloria Mutsuiri, Eyewitness News.
And this is Time Magazine's 2023 Person of the Year, Taylor Swift. She's recognized for shaping the majority of headlines over the past 12 months. The singer beat King Charles III, Sam Altman, Hollywood strikers, and Barbie. The magazine has recognized 14 US presidents, 5 leaders of Russia or the Soviet Union, and 3 popes, and now Taylor Swift. Congratulations to her. That's all from us. See you for more tomorrow. Remember to like and subscribe.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.